All right, St. Louis, we're going to school today, so buckle your seatbelts. It's time, St. Louis. That's right, it's time to go to school. We've been playing games long enough. It's time for us to take it to another level. Trust me. Stay tuned. You're not a falling star. You're that star that you need to turn that light on. Now is the time. It's time, St. Louis. We must come to the realization that we have not been following the truth. And the reason we have not been following the truth is because we had not the developed mind strong enough to know that there was something more that we needed to know in order to keep going. So in other words, we've settled for less, but yet we fail to realize we are that diamond in the rough. We are that bright and morning star. And we must manifest this truth in this season, because if we don't, nothing will change. Your mind has to change your reality. Your mind does. If your mind is not strengthened, you're not going to know there's some place to go, because you have not the power to know that there's some place to go, because your mind is not developed enough to even understand that there is something greater than what you know. We unfortunately are following a false doctrine. The doctrine is coming from those that have followed the traditions of men. In other words, if the leaders are blind, how are they capable of leading us anywhere if they're blind? Think about Neanderthals, cavemen back in the day. They had leaders, tribal leaders, but yet we look at them as being illiterate or primitive in mind. In other words, they had not the level of awareness that they needed to have in order to know there was a place to go. So they settled for the strength of their mind, which was undeveloped. So as a result, they didn't know there was some place to go. We are living in poison. We are living in darkness. And you could literally discern that you're living in darkness based upon the tools that have been developed. If we're still utilizing gasoline to fuel our cars and still driving cars, we got a problem. Think about those that had horse and buggy. When they had horse and buggy, they didn't know anything about a car. So they felt that the horse and buggy was plausible. Now that we have cars, we have planes, etc., we must go beyond the planes, beyond the cars. We must exponentially be able to warp space and time at absolute and be able to travel at the speed of light, which is literally 186,000 miles per second. Many of you might not understand what I'm saying, but you must seek with your whole heart to get a full understanding of who you're capable of becoming. You are Alpha and Omega. You are the beginning and the end. You are first and the last. And as a result of becoming first and the last, you become whole. We, unfortunately, are in trouble. In order for us to defeat darkness, we must become all that we've been created to become. And as a result of becoming, we will change the sound on earth. And as a result, we will bring the most distant planet, which is Neptune, down to earth. Everything is frequency. I keep trying to get you to understand it's comparable to the laws of thermodynamics. Entropy is increasing based upon the disorder. Chaos. You're made of the same material as the star. But yet, the star, the furthest star or the closest star is Proxima Centauri, which is about 4.2 to 3 light years away. We must manifest that light, which is 4.3 light years away down here on earth. And as a result of manifesting that power, we will bring that closest star, Alpha Centauri or Proxima Centauri, down to earth. And as a result, when they see you, they're currently seeing your Father. As they say, me and my Father are one. In other words, you're made in the image of God. You must literally, unquestionably become that image. Because if you don't, nothing will change. It's imperative that we wake up in this season. We have been asleep long enough. The time is not tomorrow. The time is today. The time is for us to take that mountain And as a result of taking that mountain, we will then be able to turn on our light. And as a result of turning on our light, there will become freedom. This time is not tomorrow. St. Louis, Chi-Town, Georgia, Alabama, the Bahamas, New York, Florida. The time is now for us to say all or nothing. We must fight for our grandbabies, our children. We must fight for those that are lost and help them to understand they never knew the truth, because the truth lives in us all. The time is now. May God bless you all. God bless you. Oh, now, St. Louis, the time is now. We can do it, St. Louis. Got no choice. Too much at stake. Much love. Oh, now.